Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Antigonus Gaming with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Chapter 3, Deeper into Darkness. Recap the last video, we fought the Midgard Zormer, the giant snake that was guarding the swamp in the grasslands. After fighting off the snake, it captured Cloud and brought it underwater, only for Sephiroth to appear and destroy the snake, showing us how the famous image of the snake impaled upon the tree was from the original game occurred. After being saved by Sephiroth, Cloud was revived and the party came into the mines. And these are mithril mines. They are very similar, if you are a Lord of the Rings fan, to the mines of Moria. If you've ever seen descriptions of those or seen the Lord of the Rings movie, it's a very similar kind of motif with mithril, blue rocks. And after going through the tunnel that was built by the old Republic government, the government that preceded Shinra's government over this part of the world, we encountered the Turks, because we're following the Black Cloak guys, and we encountered the Turks, and Reno is on vacation right now. In the last video, I explained that his Japanese voice actor has unfortunately passed away, and so they redid the story a little bit to limit his role as a sign of respect for his former VA. Elena, a character from the original game, which was introduced in this segment, will have an expanded role in Rebirth beyond what she had in the original 7 to kind of make up for some of Reno's scenes. She's a new recruit to the Turks, and she'll be working alongside Rude for most of the game. We fought with them, and just before we were able to fight them off, Tseng showed up, and they used a grenade to cover their retreat, and it sent us tumbling down to the bottom of the mines. Our team got separated between Barret and Red, and Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith, and we are taking control of Barret and Red. The one main thing that we saw from the conversation with the Turks was they said that they would be willing to leave us alone if we left Shinra alone, which is different than what was going on in the last game. And remember, Shinra has new leadership. Alright, so we just have Barret. We encountered Flans. Flans are like gooey slime monsters that have faces. They're really weak to magic. So we're crawling through these caves, bright blue crystals, and we're going to try and climb up them.
All right. Now how are we getting out of here?
That might be an option.
So Red points out that it looks like there's a plant, a giant tree growing underground kind of thing, and it's got stuff on the side that we can grab onto. Of course, there's still monsters, so we've got more plans. I'm going to have to put assess materia on one of our characters here. So I've almost got Barrett's first ability mastered, Focus Shot, which was his first ability in Remake as well. Red, I've already moved on to his second weapon. Since his first ability requires 2 AP abilities, it masters pretty quickly because 2 AP abilities tend to master quicker. Alright, and I can actually change Barrett's weapon now, so I'm going to do that. To go from the Gatling gun, which is his classic weapon from most of his media, which is it's a Gatling gun. It's got a bunch of different cylinders that shoots out and it spins, to his high caliber rifle, which has only a single barrel, and it's a little bit more shiny looking and golden looking. And that ability is the bonus round. It says load your weapon with unique bullets that increase stagger and power up your attacks. So the first thing I have to do is give him I'm just going to go with unflinching overcharge again, because I love using overcharge, and getting disrupted by it is really obnoxious. I get a new materia slot, so I'll just take the assess materia from Cloud, because he won't be joining us in the interim. We gained stuff for blowing up the crystals here. And we're heading up. Barret's playstyle is very similar to what it is in part 1. He's a ranged tank. Has a lot of HP and MP, or a lot of HP, not as much MP. He does solid damage.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Oh, I didn't use assess on those guys. Oh well, it's okay. I'll encounter more. So now we're gonna head up. We're climbing up this tree, and there's like the yellow things hanging out of the side. So, you know, as we try to head up the mine. Now there's 2 different ways we can go. I think going straight up is the way, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. There's like a side path we can go on as well. But I think the goal is to go as high as you possibly can. Somehow Barrett's able to do all that with only one. Yep. Alright, there's a rock in the way, so we gotta blow that up. And there's more rocks, so there might be like chests or something over here. I'll be able to pick it out. It's also good to just grab the materials, the stuff laying on the ground, all the transmuting materials. That way you don't have to buy them off, you know, Chadley or from someone else who might be selling them. You know, so... Alright. So we jump down. Lots of rocks, lots of crystals. There's another pathway up, so we're gonna do that. Barrett's like hopping. It looks kind of weird with only his one hand, but you know, this is a testament to him being able to continue going despite missing part of his body. So, let's see here. Alright, there's another ledge, and then I pull up, and so, you know, Barret, another good example of character with a disability doing amazing things, climbing up an abandoned mine of all places. Not exactly the kind of place you would, you know, consider a safe place to be, right? But, you know, they're fighting for the fate of the planet, so they're gonna have to go through some dangerous areas. Yeah, we got dragon things coming up here. Archdragon here. So we'll assess here. An archdragon. Airborne lizards that live in mines. They use to avoid humans, choosing to nest deeper inside the caves. After the tunnels are closed off, however, they began to expand their territory.
Wait, asshole! Hurry up!
We're gonna use bonus round here.
I'm gonna make you regret this.
Bonus round increases Barret's damage. And then we'll use maximum fury. And that takes it out. So, you know, we see worn out train tracks on the floor as well, you know, for mine carts. And then there's just crystals. We see water flowing sometimes in the distance. You know, other broken down mining infrastructure. The distance to our target is question mark, because, you know, we don't really know where we're at. We know we're in the basement of the mines, but, you know, people don't come down here anymore. Barret is a former coal miner. We'll get, you know, he mentioned that in the last video, that, you know, he used to work in mines, so that's partly why he's kind of taking the lead in this chapter here, because this is his life experience.
Follow my lead.
And Red 13 is also from a mountainous region. So, you know, that's why he was saying I'm used to caves.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So, we'll visit Red's hometown as well, but that'll be towards the end of the story. So let's see here. Okay, so first we have to pull this lever here, and that will switch the train tracks. Because there's like there's a track. Oh, actually, there's a chest up there. I think I might actually get that. I don't need to get everything because I'm not trying to go for a maximum playthrough, but since we're in a dungeon situation, and just like any dungeon situation, there is a boss at the end. You know, if there's a bunch of potions in there or something that I can't just easily get more of at the vending machine with the space in the game, I'm gonna go for it. I didn't find the boss in this dungeon to be that challenging in the first time I played through this game, but I am playing on a harder difficulty this time. Okay, it's a bulletproof vest, so it's just an accessory. So I gotta pull it back now, far enough that I can switch the track. One of the things that's cool is that they have these story segments where you have like two characters together in kind of an isolated set piece like Red and Barret, and it kind of builds relationships within the team between specific characters. And, you know, they try to do that with as many different combinations as they can, but it really kind of adds depth to the characters, because you kind of really can see how they interact with only one other character when they're not all in a large group. And then, you know, how that differs from when they're all together, you know, just doing like the exploration stuff for Chadley or moving from one region to the next. Alright, so we got an ogre here. So, ogre's weak to fire.
Like playing with fire? I'm counting on you. Down with you. It's over. A scratch. Come at me. Good struck. One shot at a time. This is now. Damn it. Oh, we're done.
Alright, we got the ogre down. So take out the crystals along the wall, you know, they're dropping stuff. Mostly, you know, materials for transmuting. Blow up these rocks here, you know. So we see more mining stuff, just like lights, you know, small little areas for guys to rest with like tables and boxes. You know, just like classic kind of like coal mining kind of stuff. You know, since this is kind of like a sci-fi fantasy world, it's kind of like a mix between a coal mine and then something out of like Lord of the Rings.
Look who it is.
And we're looking across a gap, and we see the rest of our friends.
Hey guys! Over here!
Y'all taking a breather? Or what?
The bridge is out!
Do you think you can give us a hand?
Let me see.
So he's looking at different things, and we see like a box that's hanging, like a storage container hanging down.
For $2 grand.
Hilarious.
He's making fun of Cloud, because $2 grand is Cloud's like standard asking price for most of his jobs that he does. So now we have to find a way. So basically, the bridge is being held on like almost like a scale by like a storage container. So we need to have the storage container drop down more to raise the bridge up. We shoot the ladder and it comes down, because when you're in Barret mode, generally using his weapon to shoot stuff will open the way. So dropping something heavy on the container may be enough to dislodge it. Can't tell. It's really dark in here, so... Oh, I think I see what I have to do. I have to drop like a minecart on it, I believe. So that means I'll have to go... I'll have to find another way through, I think. Aha, yeah, there's another ladder I can drop down. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm going up this ladder here. Because there's like a bridge that'll take me over to another ledge. And oh, and look at this. There's some enemies. The crawlers, the snake enemies. And there's a bed you can open up here, so I'll be able to heal up. So that's always nice. Increases overcharge damage. I guess I'll do that. And red. Counterspin potency. You can always change stuff later. So I'm going to pull this lever here, and that'll open up a gate here. And now we're pushing a cart along a track, and we're looking over this ravine, and we can see Cloud and Tifa and Aerith on the other side of this big gap. Oh, and it looks like there's a rock in my way, so I'll have to destroy that. So, and we're on like a metal bridge that has some of the cart tracks on it. We're gonna have to like push the cart around a bend into like a tunnel area and then change the track again and then pull it back out. Oh, that's fine. I got 2 Phoenix Downs. We have switched tracks successfully. Pick up all this material, these materials that are back here, and then I'm going to push the cart forward, and this track should take me, and I should be able to like push this off the ledge, which will knock this box down, and that will bring the bridge back up. The tracks go straight down into this container. Barret knocks the cart into it, and it knocks the container down. And just like any weight, as one weight goes down, the other one goes up, and the bridge is now together.
Appreciate it.
$2,000. Don't you forget.
Now we head back.
I don't think we can open it from here.
See a button or a lever?
One sec.
So they're up. We're in like this. We're in like a room here that has like a walkway. and the rest of our team are up on the walkway, and Aerith just...
We owe you.
Aerith
Yep.
just...
$2 grand.
That's fair.
Alright, here. So let's see, what do we got? So there's a materia right here. It's a lightning materia, and usually, you know, when they give you an offensive spell materia, it's like, hey, there's a boss coming up and it's weak to this element. So here's one in case you don't have enough. I do have enough because we only got these 2 characters for it, so I'm just going to save just so if I get a game over or whatever, and I want to go back and, so we're heading down some tracks, and we see like a huge open area that has the mithril crystals all around us, and then there's like a big weird pile of like strange looking rocks. And you know, when there's a big open circular area with something weird in it that's very decorative, it's probably a boss chamber. So we're walking in here. We got our little kind of cutscene here. And then all of a sudden we see a red light go off. And all these rocks start flying together into what looks like a humanoid form.
Oh, shit. Think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Then it's time to rock Cranky Boy here back to sleep.
So it's the Mithril
Looks
Golem.
like that hurt you.
Alright, so we're gonna assess this thing real quick. Alright, here we go. It says, an amalgamation of mithril ore given life after a seismic shift caused Mako to pour from the earth. It uses rocks in the cave to do away with intruders. It's resistant to physical attacks, but damaging its head will pressure it, making physical attacks more effective. It's weak to lightning. It resists fire, ice, sleep, cloud sword, which doesn't really matter here in this fight. And then it's immune to like every status ailment you can think of. And then it's resistant to a couple of different physical attacks, different types when it's staggered.
Damn it!
So we're gonna use lightning magic here because it's weak to lightning on the head.
Coming at you hard and
So
fast.
this is one of those bosses where it has all these different little discrete parts. It's basically a mix of rock and mithril in the shape of a human, and it's got like a weird red eye looking thing.
Now's our chance. Hit it with everything you've got. So now.
And when you pressure it,
Ready when you are.
the physical attacks will drive up its stagger gauge.
Need my help, do you? Want some more?
And he staggered it.
Guess we're going for the head then. You ain't getting out of this.
And then we have bonus round going, so we'll use.
Check out this shit right here at all.
Leave the rest to me.
Incoming.
I have it. Make the most
Let's
of it.
do this.
All right. Oh, and this thing for HP, it has 18,000 health, but I've currently got it down to 13,000.
Gotta love it. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Hey, hold on.
So it puts its arm in the ground.
Bang, bang.
And now it's staggering back a little bit. Now it's starting to like absorb energy and rocks from the mines. And it creates a sword.
Damn, this sucker keeps on getting bigger and bigger. But hey, just means it's that much easier to hit. Am I right?
This ought to be fun.
Alright, I'm gonna summon Ramu because Ramu uses lightning and this thing's weak to lightning, so it's just an obvious choice here. So Ramu's an old dude with a staff, uses lightning magic. Ramu summons fight alongside you for a brief period, and then when their remaining time is indicated by a gauge. This is the same thing as Remake. These beings have a will of their own and engage the enemy as they see fit. However, you can command them to unleash unique attacks by extending your own ATB. When summon gauge is completely depleted, a summon will execute its devastating attack before it departs, or if the person who summons it gets knocked out. So we want to get rid of its sword here because the right arm, or whatever. Alright. Oh.
This is gonna sting! Come on! I'm still coming at you hard and fast!
Alright, we'll have Red 13 use a high potion on Barret, because he's not doing so good. So, boss is down to about 10,000 health. Oh, I'm out of MP from Barret.
Give them hell!
Follow my lead.
Staggered the boss. So I will use Overfang on the Mithril Golem here, which is a synergy attack. So Barret's shooting and Red 13 is like slashing it, and then Barret throws Red into the boss for a bunch of damage. And I'll use Vengeance Mode here. Crescent Claw does more damage. Crescent Claw is his new attack. He does like a combo of like 3 attacks. So now the boss. Oh, Ramu's using his ultimate attack on the boss.
Hey!
Down to about 4,000 health. Use Maximum Fury on the boss from Barret. So my Vengeance Mode is gone now.
The heavens rage. Feeding time. Now, take this.
Boss down to 2,600 health.
About damn time! Come on! Fuck on me! Time to fry! Boom! Got it!
So now it pulled out a mallet, like a giant hammer looking thing. And that didn't go so well for Barret. But I have Phoenix down, so.
Give up. Going in. Now. We're up.
Mind over matter.
Unfortunately, I can use Catastrophe. I'll use that on his right arm.
Think it's time y'all return to play!
Ready when you are. It's over.
It didn't work out so well, actually. I should have waited until the boss was staggered to do that.
You ready?
Love me a challenge.
I'll use a Mega Potion on Barret.
Going in. Follow my lead. Not enough. The heavens rage. I have defeated.
See, can I use any more synergy abilities? Okay, I'll use Overfang again on the spine here.
I'm in! Firing one off!
It's over.
Staggered it, and this should be enough to take it down. There we go. And the golem goes back, flailing around. And then all of the Mako mithril color out of it just disappears and it collapses back
That's
into
a
a pile
mighty
of rocks.
fine staircase. Thank you kindly.
And it blows a hole, and when it falls back, it breaks a hole in the wall. So we got a way out now. Break the crystals alongside it. And there's a staircase. Head up these steps. So now we're walking on like metallic paths. We're actually back into the old tunnels, the top level tunnels. And now we're back where we fought the Turks. We made it back up.
What took you?
Stumbled on the killer rock formation and couldn't tear ourselves away. Right?
The ground here could give way at any moment. We shouldn't linger.
Yeah,
True, but
Barret.
don't forget, Shinra knows we're here now. Might be more of them outside.
That doesn't make any difference to me. I ain't stopping. Not for them or anyone. Not after Midgar. Not after what we saw. We
So
all
we're
know
flashing
what's at
back.
stake here. The fate of the world.
And when we saw Sephiroth summon Meteor in the battle in
So
between
if they get
dimensions.
in our way, that's on them.
Right. Let's get back to tailing the guys in robes. They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
So now we're gonna make our way to the end of the other side of the mine. At this point, though, we're just heading on through. Let's see who we got in our team. It looks like Tifa and Red.
Let's do this.
We only ever lose Cloud when we go to when we go to parts of the story where he's not actually in the party. One of the new game plus features is you can take him out anytime you want.
This ends here.
The developers said before the game came out that they had a specific way they wanted everybody to experience their first run on any save, and then after that they wanted the chapter selection zone to be more about free play and choosing the character that you want to play.
Ready when you are. Whatever.
It's over.
I'll make it quick. Only the strong survive.
Alright. I'm gonna have to buy more materia when I get out of here. You wanna have... You're gonna wanna ultimately have material loadouts for, like, I think 7 different characters. So, you know, acquiring enough materia to get most elements on most characters without having to constantly switch, which will waste a lot of time, is important. You know, certain characters play certain ways, like Aerith is always a mage. She's a mage.
One step at a time.
Most other characters can be built magically or physically. Some other characters, you know, there's a couple of characters that are kind of weird and difficult to use, but... Alright, so we're heading out, we see sunshine. We come out, we're on top of a cliff. And it says Junon region. We see a bunch of the robes are standing alongside the end of the cliff.
Just them?
At like a rest stop kind of area. Tifa looks up, You see this massive bird come flying down, and it grabs one of the cloaked guys in its talons, flies off.
Oh my god.
He ain't coming back.
And then the hooded guys start walking forward again.
That city they're headed to, is that?
Junon. Shinra territory. Come on.
Dawn of a New Era, Chapter 4. So this chapter covers one of the most famous moments from the Final Fantasy series. Fast travel is now available. Intel on Junon stuff has been registered. Combat sims have been updated. You can now face Phoenix, the Junon region boss. So, Junon is a two-tiered city, just like Midgar. The old city of Junon was out on the water, so we can see the water. This is like a shipping region. It's very rocky. The old city of Junon was out on the water, and it's actually sunk. And the main port, the part of the town that was on land, was only like a small village-size city. It used to be larger, though. It's a small village-sized city now. It used to be larger, but there was a massive battle here during the Shinra-Junon War that was won by Shinra, and Shinra leveled a good chunk of the city. The part that was over the water was sunk, and a large chunk of the rest of the city was destroyed. And then Shinra built, not quite Midgar size, but they built a large, fancy, upper plate style city on top of Junon, kind of as a way of demonstrating their domination over and victory over the Junon Republic.
Where did that bird even come from, you think?
There's a story about a great condor said to roost on an island's abandoned reactor, though there's no longer any way to reach the isle. Or at least, none that I'm aware of.
They just finally reclaiming what Shinra stole.
Well, even if we could get there, I'd rather not bother. It didn't seem very friendly.
Agreed. Let's focus on where we can go.
We're going to do a quest relating to the Condor as part of the quests that are in this region. My goal is to do about a third to a half of the stuff there is to do in each region while we're here for the first time. At the very end of the game, the new quests are added into each region to kind of give you reason to revisit them before you go to the end game. Oh, we have a chocobo, a baby chocobo, and the chocobo here has like ash-colored fur or feathers, whereas like the chocobos in the grasslands are yellow. This one has like a light ash-colored fuzz, and we'll pet the chocobo because we're gonna pet the baby chocobo because they're baby chocobos. Of course, we're gonna pet them. And of course, the baby chocobo appreciates it. Before we head into Junon, though, we're gonna get this region's chocobo. So we head in, and we're now in.
Oh, look at that! Another chocobo ranch.
Gabe's ranch.
I wonder where the owner's hiding.
So the chocobo is up on like the end of a peninsula, and this challenge is harder than the one to get Pico. The Pico challenge was like the tutorial one, and each one gets progressively more challenging. And they involve more
Keep a
gimmicks.
lookout for chocobos.
Chocobo intel, birds of the mountain. Wrangle a chocobo. So we're going through like a facility that has like mine carts, like supply carts and stuff. And we're gonna have to hide behind these carts as they move along tracks to get to the chocobo. And of course, there's other chocobos that are watching alongside. We can't let them spot us either. So as these carts go along, I have to hide behind them so the chocobo doesn't see me. The chocobos that are defending the one that we're trying to wrangle here. the chocobo ran away. Oops. Yeah, I messed up that one. Alright, so I'm going to retry. And I did hit a checkpoint, which is nice. So retry from checkpoint. Always retry from the checkpoint for a game like this where there's no real way to get a game over. So what I had to do was I hit the button, but I got rocks now. And, you know, if the rocks in the... So I have to hit the button, and that will bring the cart towards me, and then I have to use the rocks to hit the button again once the cart is on where I'm at, and follow it back to its original position. So, and there's a chocobo, like, right on the other side of, like, a barrier from where I'm at. Like, I'm on behind, like, a wagon here. So if I don't do this correctly, it'll see me immediately, and then that's it. So the cart has now pulled up. It's like a metal kind of looking thing, and it says throw the rock, add a switch to flip it. So L1. So I have to aim, and there's like a blue line that tells me exactly where I'm gonna go. And then square throws, and it hits the button, and now I hide behind this metal cart as it goes back to where it's supposed to be. Alright, perfect. Alright, now this is the hardest part. So, there's a track that goes around in a circle, and there's like boxes around it that we can hide behind. And the chocobo we want is a black feathered chocobo, but the cart will go around the opposite direction from the direction that I would go to get the chocobo. And there's chocobos that can see me from all directions, so I'm gonna have to go all the way around the track, and like move around and hide behind whichever side of the cart is not exposed to the chocobo at a given time, because they're all in different areas. So first I throw the stone at the switch, which is far away, and then the cart starts moving. I personally find this to be one of the more annoying of the chocobo challenges. The easiest one is the one in the jungle region, because they just give you the chocobo for free as part of the main story, which is kind of nice. And in the beach region too, you just have to pay some gil to get it. It's the plains region, the coastal region, the canyon region, and the mountain region that you have to Alright. I'm almost there. So this chocobo's name is Belle. Now I have to roll onto this side of the cart. And I'm right behind it. And I jump on top of Belle, and she's trying to wrestle about, but Cloud's good on chocobos, and she gets her to calm down. And I get my 2 gold plumes. Intel has been relayed to Chadley. So we got our chocobo. Junon's mountain chocobos. The chocobos in this region have legs and talons strong enough to scale certain cliff faces. If you spot a surface marked with a garish graffiti, approach it, the symbol while on the chocoback to scale it. You can also climb. So these chocobos can go straight up cliffs that have orange the orange arrows on them, and there will be like a chocobo painted on top as well. But they're literally going straight up sheer cliff faces. So. We're gonna head to Junon now. Because some of the quests for this story don't unlock until we encountered one of Chadley's towers, so we'll do that.
We won't hold back.
Oh, I should have Barret. And you notice every region has its own battle theme. I actually really like the Junon theme. One of my favorites.
All set.
Take out.
That'll do.
Alright, so now we can go activate this tower for him. So Chadley can generally be encountered at the Chocobo Ranches and in the local town. There's usually Republic-era boxes that have Moogle medals. Magi did not come back for this game, but there are actual Moogles that we can talk to, which is like a Final Fantasy staple. I need to find where. Oh, here it is. The tower activation console is actually on the ground. Sometimes they're up in the tower themselves. Sometimes they're on the ground. So, intel has been relayed, so I got another 10 points of Junon data, and Chadley's gonna chat with us.
I've confirmed proto-relic energy signals in your vicinity. Would you mind investigating?
So the proto-relic quest for this region is the Fort Condor minigame, but they made it harder than in the Yuffie DLC, actually. So, I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to do that or if I'll just do a couple extra the regular side quests. Because some of the side quests in this chapter are actually pretty great. But first, we are going to...
So all of this is Junon?
Everything above us. Below is under Junon.
Little more than an impoverished fishing village.
Figures. Shinra's always gotta have someone to stump on. It's their friggin' MO.
So we're walking up like a wooden path that's going along a very narrow cliffside. And as we look on, we can see into there's like a fishing harbor. We see like small boats. And then of course we see the giant pillars for the Shinra part of the city that, supports the upper part of the city that's like off the cliff, the upper cliff. We're on like a lower cliff. Under Junon is what's left of the old capital city of the Republic of Junon. And then Upper Junon, which, is like a huge city and military installation, lords over Under Junon, and Under Junon doesn't really get sunlight anymore because Upper Junon is so huge it like blocks out the sun. And the thing that sticks out for Junon is that there's a gigantic cannon sticking off of it, facing out into the sea. It's one of Shinra's strongest weapons. So as we walk along this wooden and rock pathway, we're gonna grab the materials that are on the ground. And as we're about to come into the city, we get stopped by a woman in She's got like a white shirt. She's got like a red
One
scarf. Short brown hair. Jeans.
Welcome to Under Junon, our sunless oasis. My name is Rhonda.
She's like a
I'm the mayor and sheriff around these parts.
older, a little bit older lady, maybe in her 40s. Her 50s. But it's hard to tell because she's looking at a wanted poster that has Barret and Tifa, and then along with Big Wedge and Jesse on
Avalanche,
it.
huh?
It says they're wanted for
That depends on
significant
who's asking.
amount of money.
A woman who could turn you in. And be 100 grand richer for it.
Well, you know what they say. Can't take it with you.
Aerith, 500,000.
And Aerith to boot, huh? That's another $500,000 on top.
$500,000?
Down here, though, we know when to turn a blind eye. Consider our lips sealed.
Sorry, but I call bullshit.
Well, I don't think you would if you knew even half of what my town's been through. You don't like it? Leave. But over there, there's a quiet little inn where everyone's welcome.
She points into the town.
Any guys in black robes pass through?
Not that I saw. Did see some black suits, though. 2 guys and a girl. Looked pretty tough.
Well, well.
They made a beeline right for the elevator.
Now we're talking.
No, don't even think about it. In case it isn't obvious, upstairs is Shinra turf. And the same goes for the elevator as well. Don't ask me what, but the company's got something big planned up there, and security is tight. You start anything at all, and there will be consequences.
So we're gonna head into town, and then we'll save, and that'll be it for this segment.
Don't care what she said. There's gotta be black robes around here somewhere. So how are we gonna find them?
That would depend on where they are headed. If they mean to continue west, there are only 2 ways off this continent. By sea or by air.
Right. Might want to ask around town then. Locals will know routes not on the map. May have even seen stragglers pass through. Or got boats for rent or something.
How about we meet at the inn when we're done?
Sounds good. And remember, low profile.
New Queen's Blood players await your challenge in Under Junon.
Brittle houses in the sea air.
Have you met Priscilla yet? You'll know her when
Oil, cold.
Hey, you see that?
All this laundry, and the wind decides to blow it off the sea.
So that'll be it for this
in the
video,
day,
I
it was
think.
lousy.
Actually, maybe we'll do a quick Queen's Blood game to end the this video.
Huh? You're not looking to throw down, are you? Sorry, but I was just about to leave port. Oh, name's Isabel, by the way. Was looking for a challenge, but failed miserably. Since this place was a total bust, I figured I ought to try my luck elsewhere. Although, maybe you can put up a decent fight. What do you say? 1 round of QB before I set sail?
So we're gonna challenge Isabel. She's got long brown hair. She's wearing jeans, boots, a sports bra, and a cowboy hat. And so we're gonna challenge her. She's rank 3. So let's do it. So she'll give us the Shiva card, which will actually be really helpful in a match coming later. It says when played, spawn diamond dust of power 2, 4, or 6 in empty positions. So we're gonna take her on. So basically, Shiva can freeze the map. So if you're like about to win, but the enemy could turn you over, on their next turn, she can just freeze everything. So we're going to... I'm going to get rid of my Toxirat here, and then I will play. We've got Titan down, which gives us a good number of points. So she's got 10 and I've got 8. I don't think I can win this, actually. Oh, wait. Actually, yes, I think I can. Possibly. Oh my, yes, I can. Alright, so what I did here was I played a boost card. So I've got 12 across the middle. I've got Titan and a few regular cards, but I had Chocobo and Moogle on the top. And Chocobo and Moogle will increase power when other cards of yours on the map get boosted, not when it gets boosted. Chocobo and Moogle starts off at being 1 power, but since I boosted another card to increase my middle row advantage to 12, it boosted Chocobo and Moogle, and I had 3 other points already on the map. And I had 3 other points plus the 1 from Chocobo and Moogle already on the map. And what it ended up doing was it boosted that to 4 or 5, so it draws out at 5-5. And then she wins the bottom row 5-2, and I win the middle row 12-1. And nobody gets any points for the tie in the top row. So that was a really clutch move. And that's players that use destruction decks. And to unlock that last square, I had to destroy one of her cards by reducing its power to 0. She was a really good mid-game card.
Damn. You took the wind right out of my sails. And here I was thinking my ship was unsinkable. Happy to be proven wrong, though. Especially by a real pro. Glad we could get that match in before I moved on. With all that pent-up frustration, I wouldn't have been able to think or sail straight. Thanks for clearing my head. I'm gonna stick around a bit longer. Just enough to swab the deck once more.
Alright, let's see here. I might be able to buy some more Queen's Blood cards, too. But I'm not quite sure. Alright, we got a board here. Alright, stuck in a rut. Tired old branch owner. Been making deliveries since way back when, but now that one of my carriage's wheels broke, I had to send service. If I could get my hands on a replacement, I suppose I could fix the damn thing, but honestly, maybe this is all for the best. So, the dude that was at the ranch that we couldn't find earlier is now out there, but he's not working right now because this thing's broken. So I think I might be able to buy Queen's Blood cards at General Store. Oh, that's Chadley's theme there.
Oh my gosh! Actual customers!
Let's see. I'm not sure if any of those actually help me that much.
So much!
But
Children of the planet, listen. Heed the voice of our great mother.
alright, so that'll be it for this one. Well, thank you for joining us on our journey through the mines and into the beginning of the Junon region. We will be back with more Junon region story, and etc. Just like Grasslands, we'll probably do about 1 to 2 hours of side content, and then we'll move on to the story. After this region, there'll be a significant amount of linear story together before we get to more exploration again. So if the exploration stuff isn't as interesting to you, fear not. We'll get more story soon. But I really like this region. The music is great. There's a couple of good quests in that I really want to do. And I'll have some commentary on in the next video. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth by our channel, and you'll come back for the next video, and have a wonderful rest of your day.